Hi there, my name is Andrew Derrickott from London, UK, now living in Springfield, Missouri. I want to share with you that we're living in the last days. We have a proof that we're living in the last days. And this is something you might know about, but I'd like to share with you. And it's from Revelations 12, verses 1 and 2, from the New Living Translation. Then I witnessed in heaven an event of great significance. I saw a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon beneath her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant, and she cried out because of her labor pains and the agony of giving birth. So these things can only be explained from the point of view of the astrological signs in the sky. This is one of the signs in the sky of the last days. The constellation of Virgo is the only woman sign, and above Virgo is the sign of Leo, which has 9 stars, but at the moment there are 3 planets also in alignment, which now makes a total of 12 stars. The sun is over the shoulder of this constellation of Virgo with the moon at her feet, and since 9 months already, the planet Jupiter has been recessing within the womb area of this constellation, and is leaving this area on 2017 September 23rd, which is just a short time away. This is one of the signs of the last days, which means we're living in the time of the Lord of the second coming. Jesus was not accepted when he came 2,000 years ago, and he also gave warnings that the people of the time of the second coming would not accept him. It says in Luke 17 that first he will suffer and be rejected by this generation, and also that many people would come to him and say, we did mighty works in your name, we cast out demons in your name, and yet the Messiah would say to them, depart from me, I never knew you, evildoers. We have to understand that some parts of the Bible are figurative, metaphorical, and some parts are literal, and yet how we understand this can make a big difference in how we understand the Bible. So we're living in this time of the second coming. We have a proof that we're living in the last days. We don't want to make the same mistake that the people at the time of Jesus made. We have a clue as to how the second coming could occur, because the second coming of Elijah, which was written about in Malachi, before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes, I will send the prophet Elijah to you. Jesus unequivocally said that John the Baptist was the Elijah, even though John the Baptist himself denied it. Elijah himself appeared on the Mount of Transfiguration, but only two people saw this. But yet everybody saw John the Baptist. But yet from their point of view, he was not the Elijah because he denied it. Because Jesus said that John the Baptist was Elijah, he was the second coming of Elijah. In the same way, the second coming of the Messiah could take place in a very mundane kind of way, in the same way that the second coming of Elijah took place in a relatively mundane kind of way, and not with some sign from heaven coming on a fiery chariot, this kind of thing. It was John the Baptist. So if the Messiah is born on the earth, then the Christians are likely to reject, even though they are the chosen people, the second Israel, so to speak. So I wanted to share this with you because we're living in this time of the second coming right now. The second coming is already here, and I want to explain about this in subsequent talks. We have, if you're observant, you can see I'm wearing this symbol. This is from Unification Church of Reverend Moon. We have the Exposition of the Divine Principle, which is a book which Reverend Moon wrote explaining what the Bible is actually meaning. Very interesting book. I totally recommend that you get this book, because if you have this, you can understand a whole different perspective on the Bible, which can really help us in this time to identify the Lord of the Second Coming and really become people who can bring victory in this time, in this end time that we're living in right now. I want to finish here and thank you for listening to me, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.